Alex hadn't dated in a while. He was kind of over the whole hoping to meet someone amazing thing. But tonight, as he was about to close his phone, a message from an unknown number popped up. It read, "I don't know if you remember me, but I remember you." Confused but curious, he typed back, "Who is this?" Just seconds later, a reply came. "It's someone you never got the chance to truly know. But I'm not a stranger. In fact, you once told me you'd never forget me." Alex's mind raced through every possibility. An old friend, a missed connection, or someone he thought was lost to time. Before he could overthink, another message appeared. Just as Alex's mind raced through every possibility, another message appeared on his screen. It read, "I wonder if you remember what you promised me that night." Alex couldn't shake the feeling that this mystery person knew him better than he realized. He had to find out who they were, but how? He decided to play along and replied, "If you remember me so well, give me a hint." A moment later, his phone buzzed with a new message. It simply read, "Check your old photos. I'm there." Alex's heart raced as he scrolled through old photos, memories he hadn't thought about in years. Could it be someone from that night? But which one, and why now? As Alex's heart pounded, he scrolled through years of memories. Old friends, familiar faces, and moments he'd nearly forgotten filled the screen. Then he stopped on a photo that seemed different. The photo showed a group of friends, including someone he hadn't thought about in years. She had been his closest friend, and the one person he always wondered about. They'd drifted apart, and he hadn't heard from her since. Could it be her? But why reach out now, and in this mysterious way? There was a promise he'd made to her, one that, until now, he'd nearly forgotten. But why was she reaching out like this? And what could she want after all these years? The memories came flooding back. The laughter, the late-night talks, and that one promise he'd made to her. She'd made him promise they'd reconnect, no matter how much time passed. But why now? Why reach out in this mysterious way? He typed, "Is it really you?" and hit send, his heart pounding. Seconds felt like hours as he waited for a reply. The reply appeared almost immediately. "Meet me where we last saw each other." Their last meeting? He remembered the place. It was special to them, a spot only they knew. He hadn't been there in years. He knew he had to go. But was he ready for what he might find? After all these years, he knew he had to see her. The promise they'd made, the memories they'd shared. He couldn't walk away now. As Alex walked down the path, memories flooded back. This place, so much had changed, yet it felt the same. He wondered if she would even recognize him. He reached the spot, the same tree, the same bench where they last saw each other. He glanced at his phone, hoping for a message, but there was only silence. Then, out of the shadows, she appeared. It was her. She hadn't changed a bit, as if time had frozen her in that memory. They stood there, words caught in their throats. Alex realized that whatever he'd been looking for, whatever promise he'd made, was finally fulfilled just by seeing her again. In that moment, Alex understood. Some promises are kept simply by remembering, by never letting go of the people who shape us. The end.